Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read it. Diomedes, plow on, and after him came the Atridae, Agamemnon and Menelaus, following in their wake the great and little Ajax armed in fury, Idomeneus after them, and Idomeneus good aid. Meriones, a match for the butcher god of war, Eurypylus after them, Euaemon's gallant son, and Teucer came up ninth, tensing his reflex bow and lurking under the wall of giant Ajax's shield. As Ajax raised the rim, the archer would mark a target, shoot through the lines. The man he hit dropped dead on the spot, and quick as the youngest ducking under his mother's skirt, he'd duck under Ajax's shield, and the gleaming shield would hide him head to toe. Who was the first chosen? The marksman Teucer hit. Alcinochus first, then Ormenus, Ophilastes, Dato, and Chromius. Princely Lycophontes, Pylaemon's son, Amopoin, and Melanippus too. Corpse on corpse he dropped to the earth that rears us up. The king Agamemnon, thrilled at the sight of Teucer whipping arrows off his bow, ripping the Trojans' ranks, stood up and sang his praises. Teucer, lovely soldier, Telamon's son, proud of armies, now you are shooting. You'll bring a ray of hope to our men. Your father too, he raised you when you were little, a bastard boy. No matter, Telamon tended you in his own house. Far off as he is, you'll set him up in glory. I tell on this, so help me, it is the truth. If Zeus, with his storm shield, and Queen Athena ever let me plunder the strong walls of Troy, you're the first after myself. I'll place some gift of honor in your hands, a tripod, or purebred team with their own car, or a fine woman to mount and share your bed. And Teucer gave his captain a faultless answer. Great field marshal, why bother to spur me on? I go all out as it is, with all the power in me. I've never quit, not from the time we rode them back to Troy. I've stalked with my bow and picked them off in packs. 8 arrows I've let fly, with long sharp barbs, and all struck in the flesh of soldiers quick to fight. But I still can't bring this mad dog Hector down. The archer loosed a fresh shaft from the bowstring, straight for Hector, his spirit longing to hit him, but he missed and cut, gouged them down instead. A well-bred son of Priam, a handsome prince, and the arrow pierced his chest. Gaugetheon, whom Priam's bride from Aeneas bore on day, lovely Castineira, lithe as a deathless goddess, as a garden poppy, burst into red bloom bands and drooping its head to one side, weighed down by its full seeds and a sudden spring shower. So Gaugetheon's head fell limp over one shoulder, weighed down by his helmet. Quick with another arrow, the archer let fly from his bowstring straight for Hector. His spirit strained to hit him, shot and missed again, as Apollo screwed his shaft. But he leveled Archiptolemus, Hector's daring driver, charging headlong, caught him square in the chest, beside the nape, and off his car he pitched as his horse balked, rearing, pouring the air. There on the spot his strength and life collapsed, and blinding grief for the driver overpowered Hector. Stunned for his friend, but he left him lying there and cried out to his brother Cebriones close by, "Take this ring." Cebriones rushed to obey, but Hector leaped down from the burnished car. He hit the earth with a yell, seized the struck, and went for Chaucer, mad to strike the archer. Just plucking a bit arrow from his quiver, notching it on the string and drawing back the bow to his right shoulder, when Hector, helmet flashing, caught him where the collarbone bridged neck and chest, the deadliest spot of all. There Hector struck, hurling the jagged rock at Chaucer's drawing in fury, snapped the string, and his hand went numb at the twist. He dropped to a knee, dazed, and the bow slipped from his grip. But giant Ajax would never fail his fallen brother. He ran to straddle and hide him with his shield, as a brace of comrades shouldered up the fighter. Euetes' son, Mecisteus, helping good Alastor, bore him back to the hollow worships, groaning hard. And again the Olympian father fired up the Trojans, ramming Argives back against their own deep trench. Hector far in the lead, bristling in all his force like a hound that harries a wild boar or lion, hot pursuit, snapping quick at his heels, hindquarters and flank, but still on alert for him to wheel and fight. So Hector harried the long-haired Argives, killing the last stragglers, man after lagging man, and they fled in panic. Back through stakes and across the trench they fled, and hordes were cut down at the Trojans' hands. The rest, only after they reached the shipways, stood fast and shouting out to each other, flung their arms to all the immortals, each man crying out a prayer. But Hector swerved his horses round at the trench's edge, wheeling back and forth, tossing their gorgeous manes, with Hector's eye glaring bright as a Gorgon's eye, or Ares, man destroying Ares. A total trot, and the white-armed hero saw it, and filled with pity, the goddess' words went winging toward Athena. "Look, daughter of Zeus, whose shield is thunder, don't we care for them any longer? All our Argives dying there in droves, this is our last chance. They are feeding out their fates to the last gasp, hacked to pieces under a single man's assault. This maniac Hector, I cannot bear him any longer. Look at the savage slaughter he has made." "Eyes blazing," Athena answered, "let him die in 1,000 deaths. Hector's life and his battle frenzy blotted out by the Argives here on Hector's native soil. But father rages now, that hard black heart, always the old outrage, dashing all my plans. I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.